Every day you're pulled in all directions. You open your eyes, and already your phone is calling you. Notifications, emails, networks, bonds. People want your time, your energy, your attention, and you give again and again. But deep down, one question persists. And you? What do you really want? You move forward without moving forward. You do 1,000 things, but nothing that aligns with you. Your concentration is fragmented, and your potential crumbles silently. Not because you lack talent, but because you give your power to what doesn't matter. Today, this video is a reminder, an electric shock, a moment for you. Not to please others, not to meet all expectations, just to refocus, to choose the essentials, to say no to the noise, and yes to your real life. If this message speaks to you, subscribe right now. Activate the bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And above all, tell me in comments, what is the biggest distraction that takes you away from your mission today? Why are you going around in circles? Do you want to move forward, succeed, achieve what you believe you are meant to accomplish? But then, why does your energy go in all directions? Except the one that leads straight to your goal? You are confusing movement and progress. As if just being busy guarantees you a better tomorrow, but no. Just because you run doesn't mean you're moving forward. It's not because you fill your schedule that you build your life. And just because you exhaust yourself doesn't mean you create something lasting. What you are experiencing may seem like a camouflaged leak. You say yes to everything because saying no is making a choice. And to make a choice is to exclude. And excluding is scary. Fear of failing, fear of disappointing, fear of missing out on something. So you stay in the dark. You move around in shifting sand made up of work, projects, soon. You move forward with your life instead of taking the wheel of it. And what's perverse is that from the outside, you seem active. You answer everything. You take care. You check boxes. But inside, you're moving away. You see, it's not the lack of effort that's blocking you. It's the lack of direction. You exhaust yourself on micro tasks instead of aiming for your true peak. You want to build an empire with the concentration of a butterfly. You want a radical transformation without clarifying what you really want to transform. And it works. And you turn. You revolve around yourself, of your blurry dreams, of those maybe one day that reassure you but don't nourish you. Look closely. Your energy is there, your potential is there, but it is diluted. He gets lost. Do you want to move forward? So stop running around. The key, concentration. Close your eyes, imagine a white room, empty, no noise, no notifications, no solicitations, just you and a light. Not a blinding light, a fine light, precise, which crosses the air like an invisible thread. She doesn't move. She doesn't tremble. She show. That's concentration, not brute force, not a frenzied commotion, just direction, an intensity. A straight line through all the chaos in the world. You don't need to run faster. You need fewer paths. One is enough, if you fully commit to it. It is not by filling your schedule that you get closer to your mission. It's by erasing what doesn't have its place. Do you think you lack motivation? You lack clarity. You let your gaze rest on everything, except the essentials. And what you look at, you feed it. Look at a problem for too long. It swells, it crushes you. Ignore an opportunity too often. It fades away. Focus is not a mental posture. It's an energy supply. What you illuminate with your attention, you bring to life. What you ignore, you let die. Your attention is your breath. Each look is an inspiration given to an idea, a relationship, a vision. So where do you put this breath? Do you want real change? You don't need more resources. You need less dispersion, like a laser beam that pierces steel not by force,
but by pure concentration. This world wants you distracted, but you can choose to be accurate, silent, sharp, clear. It is in this concentration that the works are born. Ideas, revolutions. You think you need more, but in reality, you need less, much less, and of better. 4. Learn to say no. Why did you accept this thing again? Well, I don't know. It was a good opportunity. And then I didn't want to disappoint. A good opportunity or another disguised distraction? You say yes too quickly, too often, to too many people, and by force. You say no to yourself. Every time you accept what is not aligned, you sabotage what is. But you do it with a smile, with diplomacy, with politeness. You want to be loved, understood, appreciated. But at what cost? Do you think saying no is selfish? No. It's being lucid. It's recognizing that your energy, your time, your creativity have a limit, and that they deserve to be led, not scattered. People who build, people who really move forward, they are not necessarily more intelligent, but they are more selective. They don't try to be everywhere. They protect their space like a work under construction. And every no they ask is a wall that supports what they are building. You may be afraid of being harsh, afraid that someone will say, "Who do you think you are?" But ask yourself the real question. What are you saying yes for? For whom? And at what price? The world is not going to help you draw your limits. He will continue to ask, to press, to use you as long as you let him. So at some point, you have to decide. Do you want to please or progress? Do you want to be approved or aligned? Saying no is not rejecting others. It's allowing you to choose what really matters. It's refusing to be available for everything, except for you. Because a strategic no is a powerful yes. A yes that carries, a yes that weighs, and you deserve this kind of yes. Clarity equals direction. Do you want to change your life? So be clear. Clear about what you want. Clear about what you no longer want. Clear about who you become when you stop doubting. Clear as water when the tumult calms down. Blurred dreams evaporate. Vague desires build nothing. What you don't name doesn't manifest. Your mind is a beacon, but without direction, it illuminates the void. It turns, it lights, it turns, but nothing comes close. Set a course. Name what you want, not tomorrow. Now, say it, even if it shakes, even if no one around you understands, even if it seems big, too big, much too big for you. You are not here to live small, fuzzy half. You are here for shows. And to aim is first of all to see. See clearly, without filter, no excuses, without a mask. The universe responds to clarity. Not with hesitation, not the "I'll see, I'll think about it, maybe one day." Do you want things to happen? Start by choosing, not vaguely, not half-heartedly. Precise, sharpen, affirm. No need for a perfect plan, but you need one living goal, of a fire that speaks louder than your fears, of a word, of an image, of a vision, which calls you. Write it down. See it every day. Repeat it, even silently. Clarity is not a luxury. It's a foundation. Without her, everything falters. With her, each step finds its meaning, and each step becomes a response. Not from the universe, not from the others, but from you, to you. Stop saying you're trying. We're not trying to live. We live or we survive. There's no middle. You say, "I'll try." But to try is to keep a door ajar. It means having already planned for failure, just in case. It's like putting your foot in the water without ever diving. Do you really want that to change? S.O. dives.
Not gently, not carefully. Dive like it's the only option, because it's the only one that leads somewhere. You can surround yourself with good intentions, action plans, to-do lists, But as long as you keep one foot in your comfort zone, you stay still. As long as you have a plan B, you never activate plan A at full strength. Look back at the most powerful moments of your life, the real decisions, the real turns. They weren't lukewarm. They were total, visceral, irreversible. Do you think commitment is scary? Number. It's the hesitation that exhausts you, the constant doubt, the what do I do if it fails? What if you removed this option? And if you decided that failing is no longer an option? When you take the plunge without looking back, you activate areas of your brain that caution never touches. You become creative, instinctive, dangerously alive. Do you really want to build something huge? Burn the bridges, burn the excuses, burn mental loopholes, and watch what happens when your mind understands that the only direction, it is ahead. You don't need to be sure. You need to be engaged. Certainty comes later. Energy follows the decision. Take that jump. Entire, raw, irrational perhaps, but so true that the world will have no choice but to adapt.